Welcome back to another episode of Unsinkable Theory, a show where we talk about our favorite movies and moments, and then we decide if they are sinkable or unsinkable. So what did we just watch?
Spiderman.
Far from home.
Spiderman.
A story about American hero going to England and bringing freedom with him.
I think it's poetic.
We watched it on the 4th of July.
I think it's poetic that, we talked that very first episode about doing Jake Gyllenhaal, and it never happened, and, well, shit, now here he is.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal is here.
Jake,
We're talking about
I
him.
said that during the movie. This is Jake fucking Gyllenhaal in a Marvel movie right now.
I saw this meme earlier. It was like Jake Gyllenhaal collecting his MCU check and going back to indie movies, and he was just like walking through a crowd and throwing up a peace sign.
Oh, man.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal was an excellent choice. He brings a level of intensity that I like to see for a villain.
Yeah, I liked him so much better once the whole facade was gone and it was just him playing. What was the guy's real name?
Quentin Beck.
Oh, that was his real
Yeah.
name? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think that was a made-up character.
I don't... Either way, whatever his...
Quentin Beck was a made-up name by the storyteller guy, I'm pretty sure.
The real person, once the facade had gone away, I liked him way better.
Yeah, that character
I thought he
was
was kind of cheesy.
I thought that they did a really good job portraying Mysterio as well, and including the Stark story and wrapping that all together into one.
I liked it. I was telling Billy, I think I might like this one more than Homecoming. It's close.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Vulture was a good villain too. They've knocked out of the park with these past two Spider-Man villains for these movies. They're killing it with this joint Sony and
For sure, yeah.
Marvel effort.
And I wasn't sure how they were gonna go about like this whole after where they're calling it the blip now.
Oh yeah.
I think they did a good job too, like just kind of explaining a little bit, but not kind of what's the right word? Not like lingering on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's good that they did that because that was like one of the immediate questions I had after Endgame. I'm just like, wait, so we have Far From Homecoming. And it's like everything's just back to normal. They're just going on vacation, like you said. It's just like, what? They can just go on vacation? That's crazy.
And I knew they were going to explain it. I mean,
but they okay.
I had faith that they were going to explain it.
I do think something's funny where they got dusted away in like during a pep rally or something.
Oh,
and then they came back in the middle of baseball at a basketball game. So now imagine like those planes and helicopters we saw fall at the end of Infinity War.
He says that Hulk brought everybody back to a safe. Like, when Hulk did a snap, everybody was safe.
Back in and getting smacked in the head with a basketball.
That's
really
relatively safe versus falling through the sky because there used to be an airplane.
Yeah, probably anything non-lethal or injury. I would assume.
I thought that was funny.
Hey man, I'm still waiting for that Planet Hulk.
I don't think we're gonna get it.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was the closest we were gonna get to Planet Hulk.
Or World War Hulk, either one.
For Spider-Man movies, this is probably in the number one or two spot. It's the best Spider-Man 2 I think we're ever going to have.
Careful, boy.
Whoa.
Careful, boy.
Whoa.
I like you.
I know where you sleep.
Okay. Wait, you saying Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire was better than this?
Yeah.
Very well, yeah.
Because I don't... And it's funny you say that because I don't remember Spider-Man 2 with Tobey being that good, and then I rewatched it a month ago, maybe. It is a great movie. There's so much that is going on in that movie that I think a lot of people forget happened in that movie. This dude lost his powers and all that, and was about to get kicked out of his house.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't like the lost the powers thing. But what I don't like more is that everybody fucking knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
That's huge.
That's true of all.
That's huge.
Well, I had a gripe with it before. That even, people in the Avengers knew that he's, just taking off his mask willy-nilly. That was, the biggest thing about his having, Peter Parker and, having his secret identity was to maintain that. That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's always been a big part of Spider-Man.
And,
keeping that secret.
And in Civil War, he reveals it, and it was, a huge deal that Spider-Man's revealing his secret identity. in the comic. So it's just like, it just irked me from the beginning. So it's kind of crazy that their mid-credit scene was the reveal.
I wonder if they like heard some of that criticism and kind of used it like against the critics almost.
Yeah, okay.
With this reveal that like everybody knows who he is now.
Because now we got a new adventure for Spider-Man. Everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what his school life is.
It's gonna be a unique take on it. That's for sure.
That is true.
Just an idea is that maybe this pushes him into being more of a Iron Man, a Tony Stark now. Now that everyone knows who he is, everyone knew Tony Stark was Iron Man.
Yeah.
Maybe he takes up that mantle of being.
And he's smart enough. That's what I did like. I like that they reminded us that he's very smart.
Yeah, like genius level intellect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the first movie,
right,
there is no hints of that whatsoever. Not really.
And I think they really hit the nail on the head with making him feel like a high schooler still. With like his awkwardness with the girls and everything, and just like his interactions with his friends. They did a really good job of making them seem like still young and innocent and like immature.
For sure, yeah.
Versus the Tobey Maguire, who's like essentially an adult.
Yeah,
and Andrew Garfield, who was supposed to be in high school, but like was just like
he was like 30.
A man.
He was.
You could just like it was.
I'm pretty sure he was in his late 20s or 30.
He was like 33 when they did those movies.
And then Emma Stone was not that much younger than him either. Yeah. Got a bunch of old heads.
Further thoughts?
Before getting into spoilers, not really.
We already kind of talked about spoilers.
Okay.
Well, there was another thought I was gonna have. That I was talking with you about, and you were like, "Oh, don't save it for the episode." Now I can't remember what it was. It had something to do with like, they showed his strength a lot.
Oh yeah.
And they made it a point like, no, this guy has superhuman strength. Actually, probably even more. I think. What is it? I think if I remember right, his strength level, he can lift like 10 tons or something like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on par with like some of the strongest
if that's accurate, right?
In Marvel.
So that his smarts and the Spidey sense got all three of those things.
Tingle.
His Peter Tingle, his Pingle.
They did. I think they did a good job with the comedy as well. It wasn't too campy or like forced or anything like that. Especially with the Peter Tingle, I thought that was really funny. And then they made like
Peter Tingle,
a dick joke. Something about him playing with his web shooter or something like that. That was like good. Like masturbation joke.
It's a Sony movie.
Yeah. Well, it's a joint effort.
I think
they're fitting that sort of like young humor.
I think they
like, which is
probably heard a lot of criticism from Civil War and from Homecoming, and they fixed a lot of those problems. He felt way more like Spider-Man and Peter Parker in this film than in Homecoming.
Okay, yeah.
If that that sound right to you?
Yeah, I was hoping to see actually in the post-credit scene. I know they just like had this villain, but it's obvious that Mysterio's kind of just like a one-off by the end of this movie.
I don't know if I believe he's dead though. I know the glasses said he's dead, but he is the master of illusions, and
he tricked.
Why would he
trick the glasses?
He had control of the glasses. He could have put any kind of program he wanted into them. And then obviously either before he died, if he died, he recorded that message, or he did it after Spider-Man like walked out of the tower and they did that message.
Sure, he could be still alive, but I was interested to see them, because there was like all sorts of rumors about like Norman Osborn appearance or like an Oscorp teaser Easter egg sort of thing, and so I was kind of hoping for that. I wanted that to be real, because that is the Spider-Man big bad that we all want to see be incorporated, I feel. So, and there was like rumors of like Avengers Tower being transformed into like Oscorp or something.
I think I had heard that a year ago or so.
Like a Fantastic Four tower that we might see or something like that.
Those were the two main ones. That Avengers Tower got bought either by Oscorp or something doing with Fantastic Four, or maybe even Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that would have been a neat little this is coming. Like, action is coming. Sort of like Easter egg.
So these post-credit
Wasn't
scenes.
disappointed, though.
I'm not going to say anything specific from the post-credit scenes, but my God, I'm more confused than ever.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I don't know what's going on in this universe.
Something's going on. Obviously wasn't the last time we saw the Skrulls.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing them again.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm excited for that.
I think the mid-credit scene was obviously way more impactful though.
Yeah.
With that reveal.
Right. Interested to see more of the Peter Flash relationship now, especially after his identity was revealed. So obviously he's going to have more respect for him, but how does that play out into their sort of like rivalry, if it even exists anymore? But then again, I would like to see more of the MJ and Peter relationship. I like them. I think they have good on-screen chemistry, and I'd like to see more of it.
They really played up the awkward teenagers.
They did. I feel like they did a good job.
They played the hell out of it.
To to actually make you realize, like, oh, they are still in high school.
Especially Zendaya.
You guys really like harping on that awkward teenage thing.
Well, no, it really made it feel like they're, it put that realism in. Not.
Jeez, Billy,
maybe not.
I'm
realism,
sorry you've never been in love.
But it was just like.
I'm just fucking with you.
It really made it. How much impresses you?
No, not impressed. We just like it.
It was good.
We appreciate those things in a movie.
I want to have Peter Parker be in high school, I was excited when they made the reveal. It's like, look, we're going to choose somebody young, and he's going to be in high school for a while. We're going to watch this person be like a young Spider-Man to maybe an older Spider-Man.
Maybe.
Tom Holland said he wants to do as many of these movies as he can.
Tom's not that old. I think he's only 22?
Yeah,
23?
In his 20s.
23,
young
I think,
20s.
maybe? And he looks like he's in high school.
Right, yeah.
Can't say that for Andrew Garfield.
No, you can see his 5 o'clock shadow the entire movie.
I know I told your dad I wouldn't bang you, but I want to bang you.
I really like the Mysterio scenes where he's doing the illusions to Peter.
Yeah.
They were really good.
That's what really
that was
made
really good.
A good impact on this take for me.
Really good. Really good. Mysterio illusions. Glad the multiverse wasn't a thing, tearing open portals to other planets.
Yeah, I was scared for that.
Like you said, I did like about how kind of, Tony Stark had made, I guess, kind of like enemies with people. But that one guy that was in charge of the drones who couldn't build the fusion arc reactor, I don't know how that's Tony's fault.
Wasn't Tony. That's
not Tony's fault. Tony was he's a genius. He even says, I'm not Tony Stark. And that's what
that's
Jebediah's like, no, you're not. And then he goes and steals it from Tony.
Right. They just needed to have some conflict.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not Tony Stark.
But the Mysterio scenes, like you said, gave me my own sense of illusion and confusion. Like, I wasn't sure what was happening, and I thought they were going to keep playing that up the whole rest of the movie. Like, what's real is not. Like, is Peter going to be super paranoid? And he was kind of. And I thought that was amazing. They did, I feel, a great job portraying Mysterio, which was something that I thought was going to be more difficult, but I feel like they really executed well.
Yeah, he should have been able to fight. Traditionally, he should have been able to fight Spider-Man a little bit better. Spider-Man he's just a man, but traditionally Mysterio is Quentin Beck, and he's a guy that was a stuntman. He has martial arts training. He has weapons training, so he could fight Spider-Man to a degree. Then I guess a normal person could fight.
Probably evade Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Huh.
His main weapon was the drones, so that was what Peter was fighting like the whole time.
I was wondering where Edith was going to come in.
I felt there for a minute in the middle of that third act when he was fighting all those drones. I felt it was just getting a little messy with just all those drones and him just breaking drones the entire time, I was like, okay, are we gonna get to something different now? Or just like, I was like, okay.
Where's that?
I'm like,
villain,
okay,
where's
Spider-Man.
that villain superhero interaction sort of
Yeah,
thing?
Spider-Man's just fighting an army of CGI monsters, henchmen, robots, whatever.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
some of that
usually
CGI was not good.
I didn't really see.
There was a
bad
part.
CGI.
It's just when it's just his suit.
Oh, okay.
It just doesn't look real at all. There was a part where he like climbs up. I think he might have like fell in the river or something. It was near the end, and he gets up and it's like he goes like this and you see his whole arm and all that. And to me, it looked extremely fake. It did not look good. I was like, wow. Usually, I don't notice this kind of stuff.
the only thing I noticed was that fire in that tire.
He kept turning to me. He was like, dude, this fire's fake as fuck.
Like, there was a real fire. Like, the car was on fire. There was a fire on the car that was real. I would say that was the real fire. And then there was a CGI fire that was on the tire. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's actually a tire on fire. That's a smell.
They basically, let's say this is the tire. They pasted some fire onto the tire, but it never went any further down the tire.
Oh.
So it just sat there burning. And Billy was like, this shit fake as fuck.
Like, because when something's on fire, it changes.
Yeah.
Like, towards like nothing was changing on that tire, and it was like
there was no variation in the size of the flame. Or
yeah,
nothing.
it was the same fire pattern being repeated over and over again. And the thing is, it wasn't like this is something you saw for a second. It was fire that was on the screen for like 40, 50 seconds in between him and MJ kissing at the end.
Oh, okay.
I was like, there's fire. It's fake. It's drawing me away from the kiss.
That's always funny.
I was immersed.
Oh, I got
Honestly,
that fire. That fire pulled me out.
My immersion was
immersion.
deep. I was all in. Well, we want to do a verdict?
Thinking we could probably get there. Unless anything else you want to talk about? Yay, nay. Oh, a lot of Spider-Man PS4 vibes from this.
Yeah.
That we had talked about on the way back.
It was nice to see him swinging around New York.
Insomniac definitely had like footage from the movies of him.
Footage or like they were talking to each other in some capacity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think they had modeled the movie after the game. The game probably
no. The game probably came out. Got their stuff from the movie, of course. Yeah. Yeah. But they would have had to know that
with the way he was web swinging, the way he was taking a picture. I even felt the way he took a picture. Somebody you might have saw like Miles Morales do that or something.
And then when he was up in the air real high and he was like doing rolls.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, Spider-Man PS4. That's the first thing I thought of.
Awesome.
It's a great game. You should play it.
Game. The new suit's already in the game.
Okay.
If you have a PS4 and you haven't played it, you should play it.
All
okay.
Right, final verdict.
Billy, you first, or you want to go first?
Okay, I can go first. I like the Mysterio scenes. I liked how they brought us back from the snap, the blip. I liked Mysterio. I liked the disgruntled former employees of Tony Stark. I thought the drone battle got a little messy there for a while. But overall, I gotta say, this movie is definitely unsinkable.
Hard take.
I wouldn't say a hard take. I think there's going to be an overall...
medium hard take.
An overall collective agreement that this is a great Spider-Man movie.
I think so. Yeah.
And I would be taken aback by somebody that said that they didn't like it. There wasn't anything that was too, like, crazy. How Fat Thor or something, or like... Bruce Banner, Hulk combined that like would make somebody not like this movie. It was a good standalone film, and it fit into the Marvel universe, especially post Endgame, and bringing that into the story as well. Like I said earlier, Mysterio was great. Jake Gyllenhaal, an awesome portrayal. He brought an intensity to that villain that I wanted to see. It was a great movie. I was fully immersed. I didn't notice any of those flaws in the CGI or anything like that. I was having a great time the entire time we were watching that movie. So I'll say unsinkable.
Unsinkable. So I agree with everything you said. For some reason, I feel like I want to watch it one more time before I say it's unsinkable.
Okay.
I just don't want to. I don't want to give it unsinkable, even though it probably is. Another thing I wanted to mention too. There's this whole controversy with it being the last movie of Phase 3 or whatever.
Okay.
I think it's a good last movie of Phase 3. If it is actually the last movie.
What's the controversy?
Just that, like, why is it the last movie? Why isn't Endgame the last movie of Phase 3?
Oh.
I think
people were just being haters.
Kevin Feige even said that they've always ended the phase after the ensemble movie. The solo movie after the ensemble movie was always the end of
Ant-Man?
phase. Yeah.
The last movie of
I
Phase
didn't
2?
even really,
Something like that.
I didn't even really realize we were still doing the phases at this point anymore.
I think they're done with it. After
There was people up in arms about it because no one likes to be happy about anything. Anyway.
But now we will get the reveal of the next slate of Marvel movies here in the next couple weeks, I imagine, because Kevin Feige said after Far From Home we would get that information.
Yeah. It's definitely not taking on water. It's definitely not sinkable. If we had that middle one, that middle positive,
it's unsinkable. Say it.
I'd go with that. But since we don't have that middle positive, well, if you give me a fucking second, I'll fucking say it. God damn it. Say it. Unsinkable.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, see you next time.
All right. Unanimous. See you later.